and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name's Alexo Ray. And welcome to another video. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you clicked on today's video, and we are doing my February to be read in today's video. I'm so excited. I love doing TBRs and monthly wrap-ups because it just helps me set goals for the month and it helps motivate me to achieve my reading goal. So these are definitely one of my favorite types of videos to film. This is the perfect month, if not my favorite month, to be reading because I am a heavy romance reader. We all know February is the month of love. Like, it's the perfect month to really dive into romance. I am a hopeless romantic, and this is just probably one of my favorite months when it comes to reading because of it. Probably not my all-time favorite month in general, just because where I live, it's really cold. It's like super cold, like so cold I probably won't leave my apartment the entire month. I have some really good books for the month of February, and they just so happen to be The Colors of Love, which I am so obsessed with. I decided for the month of February to go for a very pinky red type of vibe. This is our little book stack for the month of February. These are some of my most highly anticipated reads for 2023, so I'm super excited to be tackling them. If you didn't see my January TBR or my January wrap-up, definitely go check those out. But I talk about in those videos how I really want to set realistic reading goals in the year of 2023. Last year, I would literally make TBR videos and have like 10 books on my TBR. I'm not that type of reader, guys. That's just not realistic for me. And I talked a little bit about it in my previous video. I'm just working on not comparing myself to others when it comes to reading and not beating myself up if I have a bad reading month or if I get into a reading slump. In the month of January, my TBR was around 5 books, and I actually read those 5 books in January, so very proud of myself. That is a huge achievement. That is one of my New Year's resolutions as well, to set more realistic reading goals and to actually achieve them every month. So I'm super happy about achieving that goal in the first month of the year. We are going to try and achieve it in February as well. I do have 6 books total to share with you guys today, so 1 book more than my January TBR. Like I said, February is all about love, and I'm super excited because I definitely thrive in the romance genre, and I'm excited to have a month filled of romance reads with you guys. I have some very exciting books to share with you in today's video. I'm going to stop rambling, and without further ado, let's jump in to my February TBR. Really quick, I just want to take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Pear Eyewear. If you've been around on my channel for a little bit, you guys already know how obsessed I am with Pear Eyewear. They are my go-to favorite glasses. I wear them every day, all the time. The fact that I can instantly change up my style by adding a cutie pair of top frames is so crazy. Growing up, I literally would have 1 pair of glasses that I would have to match to every single outfit I had. But with Pear Eyewear, I am able to change up my glasses any moment of the day to match my outfit, to match my vibe, my mood, and it is just so cool. It's so fun. They have the cutest little top frames to choose from, and I'm so excited to share them with you guys today because I picked out some of my favorite top frames of all time. If you're not familiar with Pear Eyewear, they are a revolutionary brand that is changing the way the world wears glasses. They offer high quality, affordable glasses that you can add your prescription to. You can make them as blue light glasses. So naturally, I decided to pick up my own cutie little pair of blue light glasses. For my base pair, I just have the Otis. I am obsessed with these frames. They are like the perfect shape for my face. I just feel like this shape is the most flattering for my face. I just find that bigger glasses look better on me. So I love the look of the Otis. They aren't too round, but they're also not too boxy. They're like the perfect in between. And then I also have them in the clear color as well as the blue light prescription, as I mentioned. Blue light glasses are such a necessity in my everyday life. As you guys probably know, I do a lot of work on my computer, so I'm staring at screens all day long. That could be very straining on my eyes, so blue light glasses have always been super important to me. They also just help prevent headaches, so that's amazing. So once you pick out your base frames, you then go ahead and pick out your cutie little top frames that start at $25. Starting off, we have the Be Mine top frames. Tell me you guys aren't obsessed with these. They're so cute. I decided to pick these up because I thought they'd be the perfect frames for the month of February. Next up, we have the sunflowers. This is part of the Van Gogh collection, which you guys have probably heard me talk about in previous videos, but I am obsessed with Pear Eyewear's Van Gogh collection. This is actually one of my favorite paintings by Van Gogh. I just think it's so beautiful. I love the yellows and oranges in it. And then the last top frames I picked up are the floral skulls. These are also a part of the Van Gogh collection, and these are probably like one of my all-time favorite ones. Pear Eyewear is a game changer when it comes to wearing glasses because you can literally pair your glasses with your outfit. You can get prescription glasses from Pear Eyewear starting at only $60. And then you can switch up your style anytime by getting toppers starting at $25. Literally a steal. If you guys are interested in getting your own cutie little pair of glasses, your own cutie little pair of top frames, you guys can use my link down below to get 15% off your first order from Pear Eyewear. But thank you so much again to Pear Eyewear for sponsoring today's video, and without further ado, let's hop in to my February TBR. Okay, we are gonna hop right in to my February TBR because I have so many exciting books to share with you. I think we're gonna start off with a book that I have literally been saving for the month of February, but I've been dying to read since it came out last fall. We have Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. If you're not familiar with her, she is the author of The Love Hypothesis, which was one of my 5-star reads last year. It's one of my favorite reads. It's some of my favorite characters. I am obsessed with Adam Carlson. Olive is just the cutest character. I am so excited to see what this is about. I feel like Ali Hazelwood is so good at writing like fake dating, Grumpy Meets Sunshine, the academic romance type. I'm literally so excited about this. I also am obsessed with this cover, the pink cover. I love her hair. I already love how annoyed and grumpy he looks. It seems like it's very similar to The Love Hypothesis. It's a woman in STEM read, and I absolutely love that because badass. Like an avenging purple-haired Jedi bringing balance to the mansplained universe. Peep the Star Wars terms. B lives by simple code. What would Marie Curie do? If NASA offered Marie her dream neuroengineering project, she would accept without hesitation. Duh. But the mother of modern physics never had to co-lead with Levy Ward. I love that name, Levy Ward. Sure, Levy has soul-piercing eyes, and sure, he caught her in his powerfully corded arms like a romance novel hero when she accidentally damseled in distress on her first day in the lab. But Levy made his feelings toward B clear in grad school. Arch enemies work best when employed in their own galaxies far, far away. Now her equipment is missing, the staff ignores her, and B finds her floundering career in somewhat of a pickle. Perhaps it's her cortex playing tricks on her, but B could swear she can see Levy softening into an alley, backing her plays, devouring her with those eyes. And the possibilities have all her neurons firing. But when it comes time to actually make a move and put her heart on the line, there's only one question that matters. What will B do? I'm so excited. I know I'm going to love it. I've heard very mixed reviews about this book. Some people say it's not their favorite. They say that The Love Hypothesis is better, but nonetheless, I'm super excited. I know I'm going to love this because I love Ali Hazelwood and I love her writing. Also, just look at these characters. Like, what's not to love about them already? I cannot wait for this. Next up, we have another highly anticipated read for the year of 2023. It's The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. We just take a moment. I feel like Lynn Painter books, literally the best covers ever. I love how cute this is. If you're not familiar, she's also the author of Better Than the Movies, which is right here. After living through a dumpster fire of Valentine's Day, Emily escapes to her grandmother's house for some much needed girl talk and companionship. There, Emily passes out on the couch, but when she wakes up, she's back home in her own bed. That's not the only shocker though. Somehow it's Valentine's Day again. And the next day, another disaster V-Day. So we're getting that repetitive, living the same day over and over again. I've never read a book like that, but I've seen movies like that and I've actually really enjoyed them. So it seems that Emily is stuck in some sort of time loop nightmare that she can't wake up from as she rewatches her boyfriend Josh cheat on her day after day. In addition to Josh's reoccurring infidelity, Emily can't seem to get away from Nick, whom she keeps running into, sometimes literally in unfortunate ways. How many days can one girl spend passively watching her life go up in flames? And when something good starts to come out of these terrible days, what happens when the universe stops dueling out do-overs? Stop, it's gonna be so cute. I can already tell. I am here for it. Sounds like it's gonna be a cutie little romance. I'm guessing her and Josh meet in some interesting ways involving their cars. We'll just have to wait and see. Next up we have Addicted to You by Krista and Becca Ritchie. This was a book that was on my January TBR. I didn't end up getting to it. I actually wound up swapping it out for a different book in January, so I decided to carry it over into February because I feel like this is going to be a great read for the month of February. I feel like this cover says it all. This is such a highly requested book on my channel. So many people rave about this book and the entire series. They say it's the best of all time. The characters are the best. Their love stories are the best. I have been nervous to read it, but I'm excited to finally hop on the train and see what all the hype is about. This is a friends to lovers trope, which is one that I am not too big on, but I'm also not too familiar with. I haven't read a lot of friends to lovers in my day, so I'm super excited to see what happens. This tells the story of Lily Calloway and Lauren Hale. Lily is addicted to sex, Lo is addicted to alcohol. Their love for each other helps heal them and get them through these hard times in their lives. Not only is it a friends to lovers trope, it is a book that revolves around addiction, which is something that I've never actually read about. It's going to be quite the roller coaster for me, but I'm excited. I'm trusting you guys. We are going to hop into this in the month of February and hopefully tackle the entire series over the course of the year. I find that when books are super hyped up, I kind of get discouraged from reading them or picking them up because people hype them up so much that I almost feel disappointed when actually reading them because maybe they're not living up to those standards, or maybe I just had different ideas or higher hopes for what the book should be. So that's why it usually takes me a while to read books that are super hyped up. Let me know if you guys would like a reading vlog on this book, if you guys are curious about this, because I feel like it deserves its own reading vlog because it's so hyped up on my channel. Next up we have Funny You Should Ask by Alyssa Sussman. This is such a cutie little book. This is a book I did pick up based off the cover. I'm obsessed with this. This book I feel like I haven't seen too much about, but when I have seen people talk about it, I feel like they're kind of disappointed. So I don't know what to expect, but I thought we would try it out for the month of February. It's got all the pink and red vibes going on. 20-something writer Cheney is stuck. While her former MFA classmates are nabbing high-profile book deals, all she does is churn out puff pieces. Then she's hired to write a profile of movie star Gabe Parker, her #1 celebrity crush in the latest James Bond. All Cheney wants to do is keep her cool and nail the piece, but what comes next proves to be life-changing in ways she never saw coming, as the interview turns into a whirlwind weekend that has the tabloids buzzing and Cheney getting closer to Game than she had planned. Now, 10 years later, after a brutal divorce and a healthy dose of therapy, Cheney is back in LA with the career of her dreams as a successful writer, except that no matter what new essay collection or online editorial she's promoting, someone always asks about the profile. It always comes back to Gabe, so when his PR team requests that they reunite for a second interview, she wants to say no. She wants to pretend that she's forgotten about the time they spent together, but the truth is that Cheney wants to know if those 22 hours were as memorable to Gabe as they were to her. And so, she says yes. Alternating between Cheney and Gabe's first meeting and the reunion a decade later, this deliciously irresistible novel will have you hanging on until the last word. This is not what I thought it was going to be about, but it sounds really intriguing. It kind of sounds like it might be emotional. There's got to be a reason behind the divorce, and I'm sure there's a lot of heartache behind it. If you've read this book before, comment down below your thoughts on it, because I haven't seen a lot of people talk about this, and I'm curious now what other people think. Next up we have Last Chance Books by Kelsey Rodkey. It says book lovers can be haters too, and this is a newer book that I just picked up probably like a week or two ago. Look how cute this cover is. I'm literally living for this. We have two people standing on little stacks of books. It is so cute. I honestly picked this up because of the book cover. I can't even lie to you guys. It was just so cute, and it was also part of the buy one get one half off table, so I was like, why not? I'm so excited for this. I don't even know what it's about, but I'm excited. The fact that it says book lovers can be haters too already gives me a hint that it's gonna be a little enemies to lovers, which is my favorite. Madeline Moore feels most herself at Books and More, the musty bookstore her family has owned for generations. Nothing is going to stop her from coming back after college to take over the store from her beloved aunt. It's her destiny. Well, it was. That is until a prologue prologue opens across the street from B&M, a chain bookstore. On their block, Madeline will not take that lying down. But despite Madeline's best attempts at sabotage, Jasper, the guy who works there, seems intent on ruining her life. Not only is he taking her customers, he also has the unbelievable audacity to be extremely cute. But that doesn't matter. Jasper is the enemy and he will be destroyed. After all, all's fair in love and book war. I love it. Two book lovers, two bookstore owners, runners, enemies to lovers. I feel like I needed something like this. I'm so excited. Last but not least, we have Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. This book, so many thoughts and ideas about this storyline. I've had this on my shelf now for a little bit, probably like a good month or two. We're gonna pick it up in the month of February and finally read it. I have heard so many mixed things about this book. People really don't like this book, I feel like. I hear it has a very toxic relationship in it, so therefore a lot of people don't really like the storyline, they don't really like the characters, stuff like that. So I decided to pick it up and see for myself what it is all about, see if I like it or not. I feel like I have heard some people say that they really enjoyed it, so I'm just curious to see what the deal is with this. I've also seen some book quotes from this book that just has me like dying to know what happens in it, so I'm super excited. I think the cover is absolutely gorgeous. I'm just like obsessed with this whole thing. And then on the back it says, how many loves do you get in a lifetime? How many loves do you get in a lifetime? How many people do you get to call yours? There are all sorts of loves in this world, not all of them, but most of them are beautiful. Some are old, some noble, some brave. Others are dishonorable and weak and make you so by association. Some are a low whisper on a somber night, some are maddening. Some you can't ignore. They slow burn inside of you, never quite going out completely. But you're too scared to dare try to fan that flame. Some loves you pretend you don't feel, even when you can, even when you know you do. Even if he's the first thing you think of in the morning, even if he's like a match in the darkened room of your heart. Because loving something how you love him is a painful love that puts rocks in your pocket. And if time has taught you anything, it's that it doesn't matter. You'll love him forever anyway. Oh my gosh, that makes me like want to tear up. Okay, so I feel like this is going to be like a roller coaster of a story, but I also feel like it's definitely gonna tug at my heartstrings. Tears will probably be shed. Let me know down below if you'd like to see a reading vlog for this. But these are all the books on my February TBR. I think we have the perfect cutie little pink stack of books here. I am so excited to dive into them in the month of February, the month of love. I feel like we may have some 5-star reads in here. We'll see what happens. I had 2 5-star reads in January that I was super shocked by. I have some high hopes. I feel like we have some really hopeful reads here. If you've made it this far in the video, comment down below what you are reading in the month of February. Let me know if you're going to be reading any of the books I'm reading, because that'd be pretty fun. Also, I run a book club over on the app Fable. I'll have it linked down below for you guys. It's completely free. I am thinking of making one of these books our February read, so definitely go join down below so you can vote in our poll and help pick out our next read. I'm super excited. But that is all for my February TBR. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. I feel like we have a very exciting and fun month ahead of us, and I can't wait to see what happens. But with all that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video.